Welcome back to Sister Talk. I am your host, JM, and this is my co-host.
I'm Tatiana. Today, as you can see, it's just us. And like we've said many times before, when it's just us, we feel like it's more personal. So today, JM had the great idea of just making this a get to know us, but she came up with some really in-depth, deep questions. So it's not the typical get to know us, like what color do you like or what job do you do? Like it's some really nice questions. So I'm really excited about this episode today. Um, a little bit of an icebreaker. We just both started our new jobs. So, what has been the biggest shift for you with now working a full time job again, with also incorporating our businesses and our podcast?
For me, just still having the energy to work on my business outside of doing a full shift. I just try to think like I don't want to give my job all of my energy, and then when I come home to my business, give it a little. I'm trying to fight through it, and just make sure I stand 10 toes on my business as well, because that's my end game. My job is my right now, but my end game is my business.
I totally agree with that. I feel like we both have had like some tiring. I would say this week and last week has just been like tiring. So the fact that we were able to still like push through and sit down after we both worked all day, I'm proud of us. I think it says a lot about us. So I would say that is like the biggest adjustment or thing that we're trying to figure out right now. But we're making our way.
And I would like to just say happy Black History Month. This whole month, we're going to try to incorporate Blackness to it. And by us being two beautiful Black women, we already got that. So we're going to let you get to know us in depth of Black women, just getting to know us a little more.
Yep. Love that. Okay, so we're going to jump right into it. So the first question is, what's a time when you failed and what did it teach you?
Okay, so what's a time that I failed? Do you have yours right on hand?
Yeah.
You could go ahead and say yours, and I'll go ahead and say it after you.
Okay, so JM knows this time really well. So, first semester, sophomore year of college, I was doing business as my major, business administration to be exact. I was adjusting to working as well, because my first year of college, I was fortunate enough to not have to work due to money that I had saved up in high school. So I was adjusting to working. It was my first semester. I was living in an apartment, so I was then like commuting. Even though we lived like really close, I was commuting to school now instead of living on campus. And then on top of that, I got sick, and this is when like I had like a vertigo issue too. So long story short, it was just a lot of changes. I was sick, I want to say, for like probably like a month and a half to 2 months. It was just a lot going on. So I ended up dropping out of school, or withdrawing for that semester. And I had a plan though in my head that I was going to, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to finish my associates at a community college and then go to cosmetology school. But then I had a bad day at work, so then I decided that I was going to finish school. So basically, I just took a step back. I looked at things from a different perspective. I talked to multiple people, got multiple opinions and stuff on the fact. So the biggest thing that I took from that was taking a step back to look at it. I just hear a lot of people telling me just finish, but it just sounded so crazy to me that people would say just finish when you're only in your sophomore year, so you're not even halfway, and they're saying just finish. So I just talked to a bunch of people, got a bunch of different perspectives. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, I remember that time in your life. Mine's is a little bit different. It's more recent. It was when I was in the job search, and I'm a little rusty on like interviews and stuff like that. So, I had a job interview, and it was like on camera or whatever, and then I got like a second interview. So obviously it was going well or whatever, and I realized even before getting like the results of like basically I didn't get the job. I knew it was a question like, why did you choose such and such or whatever, like the job or whatever. And I didn't know what to say. Like I was freaking lost. Like I was like, because I need a job. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. So I was really hard on myself when I realized that I didn't get the job. Like I was like, man, I should have did this. I should have said that. I should have like. So that was the time for me that I feel like I failed in something that I was actually trying to do. Like I was really trying to get the job. So yeah, that was a time that I could remember like I felt like real bad, like, oh, you're rusty. And I'm a pretty smart girl, so it's like I could maneuver around in a lot of situations, but I could not answer that question. Like, why did you choose this? So yeah, that's a time that I was beating myself up because I really wanted to, start back working, get my feet wet or whatever like that. And it was a nice job. I was referred to that job. So but it didn't work out. I like where I'm at now for the time being. And like I said, this is just my right now. My end game is my businesses. So
I just want to add that when jobs ask that, I get why they ask that. But when jobs ask that, I literally just want to say, because I need a job. But I know they want to know, like, what are the specific things as to why you think that you'd be good for this role. But I do want to say so bad, I need a job. That's like my number one question that I hate that they say. But I understand why they ask it though.
yeah.
Okay, so another question is, can you recall the last time something made you cry?
Um People might not notice or think it, but I cry a lot. Like I could cry off a song, like feeling like just what the song made me feel. So I feel like it possibly was a song that made me think of my brother. Like sometimes it's not always just like horrible crying tears. Like it's just like, just letting out a few emotions. But it was probably listening to music and thinking of my brother. And since it's his birthday month, he's gonna be all over my mind like he is all the time, but just a little more heavier. So it was probably listening to a song thinking of my brother. And I cried like every other day. I could watch a movie and cry. Like I'm just a real sensitive person when it comes to certain stuff.
I feel that. I think I cry at least once a week. Lately, I've been crying a lot this week, and it's only Wednesday. But I would say the last time that I cried was yesterday. Yeah, I cried yesterday. Just out of frustration. Out of frustration, it was a miscommunication with me and my job. I went to work and I didn't have to work, and that frustrated me honestly. It sounds really small, but it's just like, I don't know. You get up, you spend time getting ready, you go there, and then it's like you drive right back home. Like, so it was just like out of frustration. I just cry easily.
Frustration tears are real. Like those some heavy tears for me sometimes because I don't really get stressed out. So if I'm crying over frustration, just that's heavy for me, like frustration tears.
Another great question is, what happened on the greatest day of your life?
I don't have like this the greatest day of my I don't think, but I have great moments, and I can tell you guys about one great moment. Like my past birthday. I know that's cliche because it's my birthday and it's all about me. But we went to Lost Never Found, and it was a brunch restaurant. And I invited, I think, only like 7 or 8 people. Like nowadays, I just party small, like small bunch, nothing too crazy or whatever. And it was the vibes in that place was just it was just real. Like that was a good place for me to be. It wasn't like my typical turn up place and twerk and the type of place I normally go to or would man going to. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it because you will still catch me in those places. But it was just like a chill vibe. We was chilling, the energy was good, everybody was cute and good spirits, drinks was pouring, and we was just lit. I had a really good time to be out of the normal element that I'm usually in. So that was like a really good moment. And I was telling my sister that I like really, really enjoyed myself. Like really enjoyed myself. The service was so top tier. Like they were just on point. And nowadays it's hard to get customer service because now they attach tips to everything already. So it's like people know they're already going to be tipped, so they don't try. So I don't like that. But she was excellent. He was excellent. I just had a really good time. And I could live in that moment forever. But yeah, that was a great moment for me, my 32nd birthday celebration.
I don't think I have a like James said, like a greatest day of my life. I think I have like moments too. One of them was my dad's 70th birthday. My dad's like a behind the scenes type person. He doesn't care for too much attention. He likes just seeing other people happy. And that was his first birthday ever. His 70th birthday was his first birthday ever in his life, and he was so appreciative. And then also my graduation, like James said, sounds cliche because it was about me. But just a lot of people were saying that like I'm proud of you. I got a lot of like heartfelt messages and stuff, and I kept all my cards. And sometimes I look at them if I'm sad. I look at my cards for my graduation. So I love that. Just basically anything that I'm with my family with. When I'm with my family, then I love that.
Yeah, I used to read my cards too. It wasn't like if I'm sad, but like I might just be looking for something and I'll go through my old stuff and just to read stuff. It does like it's heartwarming, just sweet stuff to you. Who wouldn't want good things about themselves? So yeah.
Okay. So the next question is, what makes you feel lonely?
Hmm. It's crazy because loneliness probably I probably wouldn't look lonely because my phone never stopped ringing. I'm always on the phone with someone. Someone's always calling me. I live with my sister and my niece, so I'm not like I don't live alone. And I also have a boyfriend, and I have 10 siblings. So it's like you wouldn't even think that I could get lonely. But I would say what makes me feel lonely is when I feel like I'm trying to explain something or I'm like trying to tell my point of view and it's not being understood. I feel lonely in my thoughts where can't have I don't have someone to relate to me or understand what I'm trying to say. And that could go for like if I'm talking to my siblings, more so it's probably like a disagreement or something like that, or just trying to get an understanding with my man or whatever. Like, I feel like you could do this better or something like that. And it's like it don't come like he can't understand it or they can't understand it. It makes me feel lonely. Like, is it me? Like, So that's probably not the typical lonely, like, oh, I'm by myself. I don't have any like I don't feel that. But like if someone doesn't understand where I'm trying to say or, explain. I feel lonely in that.
Personally, I would say if like I'm telling like a story or I'm talking to someone and I'm like really into it, and like if they say something like, "Oh my God, like what is this?" or something, like they just like, I don't know, they like veer off, or like they're like really into something else and it's like, uh-huh, I'm listening. Then it just makes you want to stop talking immediately. No, it's been happening to me at work and stuff. Like if someone asks me something, I answer. At work, I'm like different. Like I don't just be in people's face. Like when they talk to me, I talk to them back. So if they ask me something, I start talking, and then like they, don't listen or veer off, and it just makes me like want to stop talking. It puts a bad feeling in my stomach. So I'd say that it's like loneliness, but I'm literally in front of somebody talking to them, or I'm on the phone or something like that. Yeah.
I got another one. Because I told my best friend this before, and I told my man this before. Like, my loneliest feeling is to be laying next to someone and they don't like I've literally cried in the bed with my guy, and it wasn't because of us or anything. It's like probably thinking of I already know it's thinking of my brother or something like that. Just sorrow or whatever, and crying, and they not know that you're crying, but it's like he's sleep. So it's like I feel so lonely. Like that's like the most emptiest feeling to me, is to be like needing someone, and you have someone right here, but they're asleep, basically. Like, and I wouldn't wake them up and be like, hold me or nothing like that. But that was like that's one of my most vulnerable moments, like just being next to my man and being real like sad or something, can't sleep, and he's in a wonderful sleep. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's like an empty feeling to me, or lonely feeling, I guess. I call it empty, like I feel empty or whatever. But yeah, that.
I've never thought about that one. That's a really good one. That's interesting. Okay, so this is a good question as well. I know I said that 20 times. But what's a secret about you that you haven't told anybody?
A secret that no one knows. This is juicy. Let me think. Hmm. If you have yours, you can go, because I have to think, because I want to say something that you may not even know. It's hard because we talk and
I
I'm
don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know of a secret that literally nobody knows.
see, we're like open books. That's why this is easy for us. I'm trying to think a secret. Oh my God, this would be gross if I tell that secret. I don't want to tell. I don't
Tell
want
it, tell it, tell it.
to. Okay, this is a secret. No one knows. Oh my God, I don't want to say
Girl,
it.
I'm getting nervous.
It's you're probably gonna judge me, but if I'm in a shower and I have to pee, I pee in the shower.
I think a lot of people do that, but I don't really shower that often. So,
You said
oh,
what?
not that I think a lot of people do that, but I don't really shower that often. But that sounds dirty as hell. But I take baths all the time, so it's like I can't pee. I'm gonna be sitting in the pee. But I think people do that.
So I'm gonna tell. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was it. I was just that I think people do that.
Oh no. So about that secret. So I was at my man house or whatever, and I was taking a shower, and his shower, sometimes his drain doesn't go down as quickly as it should, because when you're shower, you expect the water to just go down the drain. So I was in his shower, had to pee, and who wants to like get out the shower wet and sit on the toilet? So it's like I just tinkle in the shower. I don't really do that no more though, because I tinkled in his shower, and then he was like, he was just walking around like, it smell like piss in here. It smell like pee. Like, what the fuck? It said, like just kept like, I was like, oh my God. And he was like in the bathroom, like, why it smell like that? And it was like probably from like me peeing and the drain not going down the water so fast. I never told him that. So if he watches this, he's gonna find out. And this was like early on in our relationship. So it was like, I didn't want to tell him like that was me. But yeah, that's like a secret. I don't really have too many secrets, but that's something I've done before. I don't do it anymore, you guys.
That's real funny. If you guys knew how JM's boyfriend is, like he is one of the people that it just meant he just say anything that's on his mind. So it's real funny. So it's like if she's saying that, I can imagine him like just keep saying it because he just don't care. But lately I haven't told nobody this because I'm supposed to be a strong, independent woman working on herself. But lately, people been just, like how it's just a lot of TikToks about people saying like, yeah, I'm gonna be quiet when they say that you back with your ex or something like I don't know, just stuff like that. I don't know how to describe it, but every day I've been fighting the urge for like a week straight to not go back and talk to somebody. But I haven't told like my two friends because they literally like hate his guts. But every day I've been thinking about like bitches was back with a person. They and they toxic shit. Why can't be in my toxic shit? So that's why I've been fighting for the past like week. I've been having that thought like I might as well just go and get my person back. Yep. Okay.
I'm glad you've been fighting it.
It's winning. um I'm really trying because I just feel like that's gonna be the biggest backtrack ever. So the last question that we have is what would help you feel the most relaxed right now?
Honestly, I've been having really a hard time sleeping lately. Like I've been up till 3 o'clock in the morning and have to be at work at 10, or like I haven't been getting any sleep like at all. Like I'm exhausted right now. But I get my most peace, and it's this cliche, but when I'm laying next to my man, like I really feel it's easy for me to fall asleep or whatever. Like, but when I'm at home, like I think my mind be racing so much. Like I'm always thinking about what needs to get done. Like I'm literally was up till 3 o'clock ordering a dress for my brother's birthday that I could have did in the morning, but I don't know. It was just I don't know. I haven't been sleeping well, so when I'm over his house, I can go sleep like this. So I say that makes me relax. Um, and if I wake up to $1 million in my bank
um I second the $1 million. But I think if so right now, like I said in the beginning, I'm still adjusting to working a full-time job and I didn't quit my other job. And then I'm trying to, do sister talks and transfer and blend. So I think if I had a week off, I know I just started the job 2 months ago, but I think if I had a week off, I could like regroup, and just like organize my life. I feel like I've just been all over the place, as of the past like 2 weeks. So I think if I could do that, I could relax, like get sleep and take the time to regroup, basically.
I have another thing I could do too. If I could literally move into like a brand new spank clean house and like redecorate and reorganize my closet and stuff, because I do feel like my room being so I feel like I'm outgrowing my space. I feel like that might bother me my sleeping or something, because I don't know. I'm not no doctor or anything. I just think of things that may help my life or whatever. But maybe if I moved in like a nice brand new house, or whatever, and get to like redo my space or something. Maybe I like be more, because like Ty said, I feel like my life has been all over the place too. Like it's just like I don't have a schedule right now. Like I'm not on no schedule, and then like trying to still have your businesses, um, do a full-time job, be a girlfriend, be a aunt or whatever, and just be a person yourself or whatever. It's a lot of work. Like I literally be trying to go to his house, spend time with him, still like be here with my niece times or whatever, and then still just be in my bed, just getting my own time, Like, man, like I don't know how good I had it before. But yeah, that's it. Like basically if I could restart my life, I probably would be refreshing my life rather. That'll probably put me at ease or something.
Okay, so we've made it to the end of another Sister Talks episode. Like I said in the beginning, I love these episodes when it's just us. These were some really good questions that I have not thought about. So I love that. Kudos to JM. I love these questions. But we're gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. This will be available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Again, happy first day of Black History Month. Happy Chris birth month, I guess. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Join us on Sundays.